Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Chris, and this is my channel, Chris P44S. And today I'm going to be trying to make a short video about Grind Survivors. This is a new game that's come out to play test recently, so it is free to play test, and you just have to go on Steam and request. And for me, it just popped right up, and then you can accept them to collect your metadata or whatever while you're playing the game, which I think is fine. Or I mean, I don't think they're going crazy or whatever, but they're collecting data from the game to make the game better. So it is a bullet hell game, similar to like Brotato or Vampire Survivors, and it has those like same roguelike and roguelike elements with meta progression and things like that. So it's definitely probably more of a roguelite. I kind of confuse those sometimes, but I'm pretty sure roguelite is the one that leans more towards the meta progression outside of the game. So that is what it is, and there's a lot of things I like about it. So let's just kind of jump in and we'll do a quick dive of the home menu, and then we're going to play a game. So here is my character with my loadout, my current loadout. So right now I have a revolver, and I have a couple runes, which are basically like relics. I'm not really sure how you unlock them, but it looks like they're all kind of hidden, and you just unlock them. I'm sure eventually there'll be a website somewhere that tells you how to unlock them. But over here on the left, you have like the different difficulties you can play. As you can see, I've actually beat like the first level for the first map, or like the first difficulty level for the first map, and it really didn't take me that long either. So that was like kind of a nice thing that I noticed, where I'm really not like meta checked super hard in the beginning. It felt like I've played like 3 or 4 runs, and it felt like I was progressing pretty fast. And so that's that's something that I really like. I'm sure you're going to get checked a lot harder later in the game at some points, or maybe like outside of the playtest when they do a final release, you might get checked harder. But right now, I think it's nice to have a more streamlined progression, so you can really get a feel of what the early and mid game. I'm sure there's not going to be any late game stuff here, but like what the early and mid game stuff feel like. But I do like that more streamlined entry, or like beginning to a game. Makes you feel like you're doing something. So I really do enjoy that. So up at the top is kind of what more happens here at like this home page. We have an arsenal that shows you all the weapons that you currently have. I will probably talk about these a little bit more in the forge section here, but it does show you what weapons you have, and then you can equip whatever weapons you want from this page to load out with, basically. And whatever you click on once you go back to play, like that's what you're going to have equipped. We also have a character here, and it looks like they have 3 more kind of like in the weeds or whatever. And hopefully, I would assume there's going to be a lot more. But I do really like the art style in this game, and even though that's not like a huge thing for me to make a game a great game, it is nice to have. It is kind of like a luxury, and it kind of actually reminds me of like Gears or something, or what was the new game, the big game that was like really popular with all the bugs and the robots. I'm sure people know what I'm talking about, and we'll let you know in the Helldivers too. Kind of reminds me of stuff like that, and I do like that style, I guess. The big body armor, things like that. Maybe a little Fallout-ish, you know what I mean? But I do like the art style that they've actually went with to incorporate that idea. So, and even in the level, like the level design and character, enemy models and stuff like that, I think are really interesting. Obviously, it does get muddied up at times with the whole bullet hell idea. There'll be a lot of enemies on screen and a lot of things going on, but it is really nice, and that is another thing that I do like about the game. So let's get into the forge and try to like run through some of this stuff so we can play. The cool thing about the forge here is you have like this infuse menu, and so basically if you have like these different rarity of weapons. You have uncommon, or you have common, uncommon. I think there's a blue that's rare. Then you have epic and legendary, and basically you'll just you'll put one of these in here, and then you can put another one. You need 5 total, but it's like if you put 5 in, you can upgrade from like common to uncommon to rare to so on and so forth. And then the funny thing is too is like, so like in the difficulty, when you go to load out and play a game, like when you're on level 1 difficulty, you get like level 1 weapons, and so you can see I have some like 2s up here. Those are from playing like the 2nd difficulty. So like it's kind of funny, like here I have like this level 2 uncommon revolver, and it's actually better than the legendary level 1. At least as far as DPS goes. Obviously, the legendary has more affixes, as you can see, like towards the bottom of the list in the orange text. It has dash, distance, speed, regeneration, dodge, ashes, things like that. So, kind of like, you know, definitely like an interesting piece, and it definitely makes the game more fun, like collecting weapons, repurposing weapons. You can reforge, so you can reforge re-rolls stat value. Reforge price increases after each try. Reforge can make your stat worse. So like that's kind of neat, kind of like a little gamble there. You also have improve for every weapon. I actually improved this SMG twice, so you can see it's like SMG +2, and it's actually a lot better than my revolver. I'm gonna do my revolver. So like the one thing, I don't know if it'll say, yeah, so improve boost weapon stats. There's a chance to corrupt. Corrupt weapons can't be improved, reforged, or infused. You can still play with corrupted weapons. I'm assuming once they become corrupted, you can't upgrade them or improve them anymore, and obviously you can't do anything with them. So let's try and improve this a couple times. So now we've improved it 1 time using our like little in-game currency here, these like ashes. Chance to corrupt 25%. Hopefully we don't. Ooh. I corrupted it. So it doesn't look like anything bad happened to it, but it obviously, like I said, we're not going to be able to take it any further or whatever. But at this point of the game, I don't think it's like that crazy, you know, whatever. And it's fine. It's fine. And then we can recycle things here too. So like, let's just, if I wanted to recycle this shotgun, it's going to give me 100 ashes. So we do have a progression system with skills. This is like pretty basic stuff. You know, attack speed, reload. We have dash cooldown. I think speed, you know, like speed's in here somewhere. And we have some more like complicated combo pieces with burn damage, chill damage. I'm assuming this is lightning damage, that kind of stuff. We have runes as well that are relics. I'm not sure how you unlock all of the runes, but you know, keep playing and I'm sure you'll unlock them. Then we also have achievements here that basically like give you ashes and stuff like that. And then we have a profile with kind of what you've done so far or whatever. So let's just go jump back and then we'll play. Sorry, that actually took way longer than I thought it was going to take. But I don't know, maybe it was important. Maybe. I'll probably put like a little comment in the thing, like if you want to just see the gameplay, skip to 8 minutes. We're just going to do a rank 1. Because it's only 10 minutes long, and that'll keep the video nice and short. We are going to use our corrupted revolver. That's so funny that we had 25% to corrupt, and we got it. So, yeah, let's jump right in. One of the things I do think that would be cool, like with the characters, if you could actually, like, change, like, the color, you know? Like, change colors on your guy. I just think that'd be neat. I do like, the yellow and teal thing that we have going on. This purple shield that I have was one of the skills that I unlocked like at the progression screen of the home page or whatever, but I'm pretty sure you can get it here. It's like this holy shield or whatever. So these are some of the upgrades. We have reload speed, ability cooldown, and then we have the holy shield and the experience. I actually really like getting experience in these kind of games because obviously like the more levels you can get up by the end of the game, typically, you know, a lot better you're going to be off to defeat the final boss or whatever. So, you know, kind of like something I will usually gravitate towards in a game like this with a countdown, because like in this, it doesn't go for unlimited. It just goes, oh, so we can even upgrade this again, or we can get haste. I think haste is pretty good. And I also feel like once you start going into like one of these like traits, like these skill trees, they kind of like show them to you a little bit more. So let's just go with haste, because I think this does a lot of good things. It does attack speed, regular speed, dodge, dash, that kind of thing. There are shrines in the game too where you can, if I find one, obviously I will show you. I should find lots of them. But like even now, I think like I was saying before, like the art style that they chose even for the level, like it actually looks really good if you're, and it's easy to notice like in the level 1. You know, I think there was a spot earlier where I found like an old tank. Like there was a tank that was just like busted out, just laying there, and I was like, oh, that's actually really neat. All right, so what do we have here? So we have dumping, which is gonna be level 2, which is part of that whole haste tree. So we're just gonna take that. We could take mighty shot, but you know, I feel like maybe we're actually gonna get like through the shrines. We're probably gonna get more attack power or more damage, like more flat damage. And so this was a shrine that happened really fast, but it was that's because it was just an uncommon shrine. But it said basically like we're gonna get a bigger pickup speed. So we have mighty shot, glorious, double XP chance, pickup range. We also have the haste one again, move speed and reload speed, and minus spread. The kind of cool thing about using the revolver is there's no spread, so it's fine. Kind of something that I don't even think I mentioned, but you can actually play this game. If you look in the bottom left, we're gonna go over here to this shrine over here, and then we'll probably go down to the XP shrine. So you can see like once I step into this, there's gonna be a ring that like comes around it. So we're gonna get plus 5% attack speed. One of the things I kind of glossed, actually, like I started to mention, but I just stopped a couple seconds ago, was down in the left-hand corner you have auto fire and auto ability. So every character has like a special ability. My character's special ability is just like an aura that lets him attack faster. So here we're gonna get to like the level 4 of like the speed tree, and this is actually gonna give us like a buff. So it's like every 5 seconds gain all this. This bonus resets after losing HP. Max is 40%. So I think it's like 8 ticks or whatever. But this is going to be really good. So what I was saying before in the bottom right is you can change it to like a twin stick shooter style game if you turn auto fire off. The thing that I was playing like twin stick at first. But the thing with the revolver is it's really easy to miss, like when you're trying to shoot people. But when you have the auto aim on, it doesn't miss at all. So it definitely makes it. It definitely kind of like, you know, depends on what kind of, you know, gameplay experience you want. Here we're just gonna take the knowledge. We're just gonna keep going for more XP. We also have another pickup range here. So yeah, it depends on what kind of gameplay experience you want. You know, I think like shotguns or SMGs or something, like it might be a little cooler to play it twin stick style, but like for the revolver or like a rifle or something, it's like you might as well just play auto fire. Unless you're like really good. So this isn't anything. We have dash deals damage, HP gain, crit chance. I mean, crit chance is pretty good. Let's reroll though, just for fun. So we have another thing that caters to the experience. We have piercing, shooting range. I typically don't care about range as much. Even with the weapon I have now, it's like my guy's already shooting off screen sometimes. So we're probably just taking attack speed. Who am I kidding? Attack speed's so good in games like this. We're going to run over here towards this shrine, and then we're going to go down towards the other one. So we have a reload speed. And then, like, on the higher rarity shrines, it takes you longer to fill. I don't know if you saw that, but I actually just picked up a power-up as well. There isn't really anywhere that shows the power-ups, I don't think. You can see, like, some of the stuff I'm getting over here, the skills. Or like the level ups, I guess. So now we have damage. I guess we're just going to go to this other shrine because it's the only one here. Nerd Rage. On each 250 picked up XP on each 250 picked XP orb gain +1 damage. Well, each picked up XP, attack speed +5. So this is a bonus, but this looks like it's perpetual. So I'm assuming this is really good. So we're at 348 right now. I wonder if there's... I don't really know how the XP is measured. There must be like a big orb. Like XP orb, like the purple. I think there might be like a blue one or something. So I keep hitting escape to just look at my damage right up here. So we're still at 348. Right? That's damage. Yeah, I wish it would actually show DPS on here as well. Like when you're getting the upgrades or like picking upgrades too. I'll show you. There's like a little chart on the side. But it doesn't show DPS. At least I don't think so. I will look next time I level up, but... So that was a little... That was like a magnet power-up thing right there. And magnets, you see them in like all kinds of games. It just pulls all the orbs in. So we have tight spring. Attack speed +60, pickup range +10. We're probably just taking that. Attack speed, like I said before, it's typically really, really good in a game like this. Alright. So over here on the side, and the cool thing is if like you hit tab, it kind of like gives you a description of what the icons are. So when you're like new to playing or whatever. So like the one thing I was saying that would be nice if it had DPS somewhere, like right at the top or whatever. Only because then like even like reload speed and like max ammo, they will make your DPS higher only because because like the reloading time lessens your overall average DPS. So like however long you spend reloading or however long or short the increments are in between reloading, that will affect your DPS. So it would be interesting to see stuff like that, to see something like that, or have the DPS over here to be able to compare it. And people who play these games a lot kind of probably know more than I do, like what 4 bullets versus 25% reload speed would be. You know, I think I actually talked about this in a game just the other day, and somebody commented, so I'm just going to take the reload speed, I think. I'm just going to take the more bullets. 4 bullets in the revolver, like when I only have, I think I only have like 12 bullets, 13 bullets total. So I just picked up another power-up. I'm not totally sure what it was. Oh, but I think it's this right here. Thunder, you gain power of thunder for 15 seconds. So it's probably, yeah, obviously this thunder coming down. And right now I'm just crushing this level. I am on the difficulty level 2. I played like 1 round of it and then I died. And then I was like, okay, well let me go back and just loot up and like casually play level like the difficulty 1 and see, you know, how I really feel about the game type of a thing. So I did get checked a little bit, I guess, but I don't really know. I also kind of felt like the level ups I was given and like kind of like the level up path I took didn't feel very good. But it was like, I mean, you guys know, like it's just, you know, sometimes like that's how the RNG hits you. You're just not really getting like the level up path that you want, and that's fine, you know, because you'll play another round. No big deal, no big deal. The other thing too was I think the difficulty level 2 was like 20 minutes, and this one's only 10 minutes, so you know, not a huge difference, but is quite a bit of a difference. Up here, this is like a health orb that it's pointing me to, but I haven't lost any HP, so I'm really not that worried about it. Yeah, like I was saying before, I'm a big fan of the revolver. I think it's nice. I mean, it's pretty much just like one tapping almost everything. It is really nice too, like when you get the bounce with it, because then it's like, you know, the bounce is basically like ricochet. Or you know, they're like interchangeable for some games, so the bounce becomes like really nice, a really nice thing to have. And I think with this character too, there's like a subtext to his profile that basically says any piercing damage you would get is turned into or like any piercing bonuses you have are turned into bounce bonuses, basically. Oh, I stepped out of the ring for a second. Did we go up? We were at 348, now we're at 390, so I don't know. I don't know if that like perpetual thing I was speaking about earlier, I don't know when I triggered it at all, or if it was from shrines itself, you know what I mean? It's definitely getting kind of thick. We just picked up a speed power up. Yeah, Ricochet is the bounce one. Each picked up orb has 25% chance to refill ammo. That's kind of nice. That would like take your DPS up pretty high. Double XP chance. I'm probably just gonna do. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the bounce, so then people can kind of see it. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it, but it's definitely going off. I'm about to rinse this boss. So we did get a rare weapon in there. I guess I'm just going to go towards the XP. Not that I think that it's super great, but I think like most of these XP shrines are basically just pickup range, which I think is fine. I low-key wish they were a little bit better. Like gave you a lot more pickup range. I think pickup range is just kind of like, I mean, it's good, but I feel like it's typically pretty lackluster as far as like, you know, going out of your way for multiple upgrades of it. I just feel like you never pick up that far away unless, you know, I think there was like some Brotato like mods or variations where you were like picking up like anything on screen, which was cool. Like that's cool, you know, but that's like the extreme, on the extreme end of the that spectrum, you know what I mean? So we have rubber bullets. I think we'll take rubber bullets. Take max ammo. I mean, that is good, but we'll take rubber bullets. It's fine. I think we have a fair amount of like reload speed. I think we're doing okay. Like we only have a minute left, and pretty confident that we'll be able to do this. I'm not even going to go after the XP shrine. I'm going to see if we can find it. 3 XP shrines on the screen. It's fine. No big deal. Yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit thicker now. But that's why it's nice, especially with a revolver, to like get that bounce. I mean, we're one-tapping almost everything, but I bet like our bounce is one-tapping stuff as well. Oh, we get a dodge shrine over here. I didn't even see it. Just walked into it. The one thing that I'm not overly impressed with is actually the sounds and the music. I mean, I haven't really cranked it up too much, but it seems kind of soft a little bit. I feel like if you like for this style, and I mean, I don't know, like I guess you don't like, I guess I don't really care if stuff is like too punchy, but oh, this guy's getting soaked. Oh, so we got two epics, 3 rare, and 7 uncommons. Nice. But yeah, some of the sounds in music, I don't know if it's just me. I mean, it's probably just personal preference, really, just like the art design. But so yeah, you can see what I did here. I killed 1,900 enemies. Levels earned 13. I don't know. Enemies killed trash, bulk, dirt. I didn't realize they had these names. Tank Da Vinci. Max DPS 3,643. It's good. Seems fair. Alright, now we can just go back and kind of see what we got. Maybe upgrade a couple things, and that's probably going to be the video. Sorry that the the home screen introduction stuff was so long. But I think it gives you a good idea about like, you know, if you would be into it or not. Like the nice thing is too that it's like it feels bad. Feels bad that that's corrupted. Oh, we could actually upgrade this as well. Let's forge that. Let's forge this and just see. So what are these? This is Ashes modifier, purple XP, double XP. Yeah, I don't really care about the range. I'm probably just going to take this one that doesn't have any range. I low-key think that it just, you know, I'm not really too sure, too, like, what Warborn, Infernal, like, I think they have to do with, like, the base stats, like the damage, attack speed, range, bullet, you know, ammo, that kind of thing. Because, like, the Warborn definitely has more ammo. And I think, like, the higher the clip, usually, like, the less the damage is, but because, like, we spoke about reload speed earlier, you know, like, this one has 87 ammo, but really low flat damage. This one has 40 and probably the highest flat damage, so it's just kind of like that idea. It's like more bullets or stronger bullets, I think is what that's referring to. Oh, so we have another legendary Warborn. We have a legendary Inferno. The only thing about the Warborn, so it says 53. So there's Warborn, Infernal, and then what else? Bloody. I think Bloody's the one with all. Oh, and there's Abyss too. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of stuff to get into. This is a nice game. I feel like there's a lot of deep stuff in here to really, like, you know, wrap your head around. So I do like it. I do think it's a really nice game, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of it, some updates, and potentially like a release date, and you know, just more content. I think it's really nice. Definitely a nice casual game to play with, you know, some deeper concepts in the weapon upgrading and reforging, and then, you know, having the skill tree, which probably isn't too crazy, but you definitely don't see that reforging thing too often. And like I said, I do really like the art style. I think it looks really good. I'm a big fan of the game so far, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Alright, so